Bruh. Another treasure map legend. We started singing, why, Bandai, why you're throwing too many legends at us and we don't know why. What is going on? Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're doing a bit of a discussion video on the new Carrot and Wanda dual unit treasure map legend. Back-to-back treasure map legends. Give me one sec. This is annoying me. Let me just. Alright, there we go. Back-to-back treasure map legends. I don't know what Bandai is thinking here, releasing so many legends. Since New Year's. Let this sink in for a second. Since New Year's, we've had on global, Roger, Whitebeard. We've had, like, let's not talk about, like, the infinite characters of, like, Dofi, Katakuri, Boa, Perona. I know I'm forgetting other ones. Lucci, like, Whitebeard Roger, Straw Hat Crew V2, both super Sugos, like, unskippable Sugos, right? Bon Clay, Cat Viper, Dogstorm, and now Carrot and Wanda. Bandai, you can't keep continuing this, like, this legend trend, right? Like, I understand that not every legend is summonable, but there are a lot of people that love to go hard on treasure maps, and, like, this is just nuts. Another treasure map legend, like, literally Bon Clay was, like, last month. But, nevertheless, look, we have a dual unit Carrot and Wanda unit. They are continuing the Sulong trend, obviously, with the Sulong Cat Dog unit, or Cat Dog units. I always do that, Neko and Inu. They're a lot of fun. I have been using them a lot. And I do really enjoy the unit. So, let's take a look at what this Wanda and Carrot can actually do. So, this is their, obviously, huge shout out to the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, link will be in the description below as always. If you are enjoying today's video, if you do like the new Wanda and Carrot unit, let me know in the comment section below. If you do enjoy the video, let me know you like the video. Hit the like button. If you are new, hit that big red subscribe button too. But, this is the 5-star, this is the 6-star art for Carrot Wanda. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the 5-star art. Like, I don't even remember Wanda in her, like, Sulong form, but, like, look, there she is. I guess there she is. So, we scroll down a little bit here. My mouse sensitivity is really high, I don't know why, but apparently we're going to take a look at their swap ability first. So, we do have information on the characters. We do have information on their cooldowns, their classes, their limit breaks, everything's here. So, they are a slasher cerebral character in their dual form by the look of it. Very interesting. I wonder what they are in their individual forms. They do have a 2-stage special, which is very, very interesting. Maxing at 14 turns, which is fairly high. Pinch healing, barrier pen, and hunger, which is actually pretty decent limit break. Not a bad limit break at all. The only downside I find of this is the 14 turn max cooldown. 2000 attack, obviously that was probably before Cotton Candy. 4,800 HP and 500 recovery. High recovery, which is always nice because they do have pinch healing, so that is something to note. I'm going to take a look at their swap ability first, apparently. So, their swap completely removes Slot Bind, Paralysis, and Despair on themselves. The fact they removed Despair there is, like, for me, is the big selling point. That's a big thing I didn't like about the Straw Hat Crew, like when you switch it and remove Despair. Removing Slot Bind and Paralysis on themselves is kind of cool, but, like, just to completely remove Despair basically gives them immunity to Despair. Obviously, when they're in their dual form, you can't use that. It was the same thing that Luffy and Ace had, and that was their biggest downfall. But it's nice that it's there. Changing their own orb into matching, including block, and then doubles their own attack for 1 turn. Very similar to Luffy and Law, actually. Like, Luffy and Law just doubling attack. They don't go through barriers and stuff on their switch, which is kind of odd. You think you would just slap that on being a Sulong unit. But, it is what it is. As their Super Swap, they are a Super Swap unit. They, on 4 turns, blind, paralysis, slot bind, paralysis, and despair on themselves. Again, it would have been nice if they removed, like, I mean, completely removing it is actually pretty good. But it is what it is. Changes own orb, including blocking, to matching and boost fighter, slasher, striker, cerebral, and powerhouse units. Attack by 2 times for 1 turn. Now, that is pretty good. Every 5 turns, you can get a 2-turn attack boost for everyone. But with Wodja, like, with Wodger being a thing, being a slasher and a striker unit as well, if you have Wodger, you're pretty much never really going to want this. I guess, like, you don't have to run Wodger on the team, but, like, Wodger's switch ability is just so busted, man. Like, so busted. 4 turns is great, but I feel like the utility would have been better if it was, like, 5 turns to the crew, very similar to, like, what Straw Hats have. But, look, it's possible, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of this character, I ain't gonna lie. I don't dislike them, I just don't love them. Very similar to, like, Neko and Inu, right? I don't dislike the unit, I don't love the unit, I can respect what the unit does. It's just nothing, like, crazy new, and it's just nothing that's making me, like, excited to want to pull for this character. Big reason I'm summoning is because I'm missing, like, Koala and Croc, so it's a good value banner for me, right? And content. Like, content's been really slow lately, so sorry about that. Sailor abilities. Boost Slasher and Cerebral characters by 100, and evade Special Reverse. So, what were their classes again? Slasher Cerebral, right? I feel like it's the same as Carrot, like V1 Carrot. They have the same class sort of build-up with this particular ability here to give Slashers, Fighters, Strikers, Cerebral Powerhouse characters 2 times attacks. I feel like they're going to have some sort of Carrot shenanigans in there. We spoke about that. Limit Break 1.5 times Recovery when you're below 50% HP. Normal attacks unaffected by barriers and removes Hunger by 3 as well as 300 of base attack to themselves. As long as you heal over 3,000, which will be pretty easy to do. Especially with PeaChill, and that'd be super easy to do. Alright, Rumble. Alright, we're going to jump straight to Rumble, apparently, before we get into, like, their special and stuff, which is interesting. Their Pirate Festival stuff. On level 10, on a 30 turn cooldown is massive. Remember, they're a dual unit, so they don't have colors. But I feel like the Slasher meta is going to, like, get a little bit of a buff here. The Slasher meta is a bit of an interesting one. The V2 Slasher meta is, like, kind of janky at the minute. But could be really cool with this unit. Slashers and Cerebral teammates, speed up level 6, attack up level 6, defense up level 6. That's a good special. For 25 seconds, that's a good special. Targets 3 enemies for 2.5 times attack, that's a lot of damage. If current HP is 60% or below, targets Cerebral class teammates for 3.5 times healing. That's a good special. I mean, the 30, like, that sucks. Like, that really sucks. But, I guess you can run stuff like Cracker, like, you can run stuff like, who's the other cooldown reducer? Odin on this team as well, and you can, like, get a lot of cooldown. So there's also that. I think, Kizaru, does Kizaru get cooldown as well? Slashers and Cerebrals for the ability. Slashers Cerebral teammates get HP up level 5, and for 3 times when healing, boost teammates recovery level 3 and attack up level... Like, why is that a thing? If that was defense up level 3 and then, like, attack up level 5 or something, that would be way better. Like, why is that a thing? Cerebral class teammates too. So they're built around the Cerebral. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I take it back. It's not a build-up of the Slasher meta, apparently. Normal attack and then power attack in a small range, which is kind of dookie. Targets the closest enemies and resists special blind. Reduces damage taken from free spirit by 30%. Honestly, like, who cares? Like, Rumble's a dead game mode anyway, so, like, let's move on. Alright, Carrot. Carrot's captain ability. The juicy stuff. The juicy stuff. Carrot's captain ability reduces crew's special cooldown by 2 turns at the start of the fight. Pretty nice. And boosts Fighter, Slasher, Striker, Cerebral characters and Powerhouse characters by 2.2 times, maxing at 4.84 as long as you have 2 classes. Makes quick slots count as beneficial and reduces special cooldown by 2 turns at the start of the 3rd stage. Okay. WANDA basically does the same thing from what I can see. But she makes deck slots have matching effects. Yeah, they're basically identical. WANDA makes deck slots. So you just run... This is just a basic character, Bandai. This is a basic character. They're so basic. Are they at least strong in their combined form? Like, team building for these guys, like, the reason 6+ Carrot is so good is because she does not have this bullshit. That is why 6+ Carrot is so good. Now you have to go back to using this shit. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not gonna run this. I don't run this. Like, no. Not as a captain. Not when Cat, Viper, and Neko are a fucking thing. Like, no. Alright, their combined captain ability reduces cooldowns by 2 turns. Obviously, like, that doesn't matter because, like, you're never starting them with them as their dual form. Their powers, blah, blah, blah. Strike Fighter, Slasher, Striker, Cerebrals, 2.25, 5.06. I mean, they do cap over 5 times, but, like, Wodge is the thing, guys. Like, Wodge is the thing. Dex and Quick are beneficial and deals 100,000 damage to all enemies at the end of turn, and then reduces cooldown. Like, that's pretty much all they get. And a higher multiplier. This character sucks. This character sucks. 5.06, which is like what we already have, minus all this switch shit. Why are you going back to dual units too, by the way? Why? Like, you just brought Superclass back, Bandai. Now you're going back to this shit? I'm so upset. I'm actually so upset. Deals 100,000 times. Like, that is kind of nice, but like with things like V1 Kaido still being a thing, like you're running the king, right? The law still states if you can run V1 Kaido, you run V1 Kaido. You don't run this shit. Stupid. Stage 1 special on 3 turns. What? Okay, hold up. I just been talking shit, but hold up. This could be saving grace. 3 turns. So you start with their special and some. Like, and some. Sets all defense to 0 for 1 turn, which is good for the Minks, because they normally go through barriers and shit, but this character doesn't. Sets all defense to 0 for 1 turn, reduces fighter slashes and striker cerebrals powerhouse characters by 1 turn, allows all normal attacks to bypass enemies' defensive effects for 1 turn. There it is. I was wondering where that was going to come in. Boost the orb effects of fighter slasher striker cerebral powerhouse characters by 2 times for 1 turn, becomes current and wonder for 1 turn, and this special can only be... Oh, hold up. Hold up. This special can only be used 2 times during a quest. So I think the way you're meant to do this, right, it's very similar to like what, like Neko and Inu, like their sort of kit, is you pop their special like turn 1, literally just for the cooldowns. And it's kind of good for Garb challenges, because like on stage 2 of like Rev 1 and stuff, like Rev, like you beat that shit free to play. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, this was good until I read this. I mean, we still have to read the 2 stage on a 14 turn cooldown. That's a big jump. This was like 11 or something, that would be cool, but look, it is what it is. Let's read the stage 2 and then we can make our assumptions, or our presumptions, I guess. Sets all defense to 0, reduces fighter slashes strikers cerebral characters special by 3 turns. Oh, that is juicy. I don't think we have another character that can remove the entire crew, or at least more than 1 unit's cooldowns by 3 turns. Allows own normal attacks. Hold up, own normal attacks. So only theirs can bypass defensive effects, not the team, just theirs. For 3 turns now, and boost the orb effects of fighter slasher striker cerebral powerhouses by 2.5 times for 1 turn, and becomes current wonder for 3 turns. See, this is annoying. Why 1 turn of this and then 3 turns of this shit? I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. I guess you burst on turn 4, and then you carry that in, and then you burst with... They are a very strange unit. They are a very, very strange unit. I don't really know how I feel about this unit. But the good thing with Treasure Map Legends is the rare recruits that come alongside them, like this Pedro and this Peckham's. This Peckham's look boss too, by the way. Look at that Peckham's. These 2 characters here are not exclusive to this particular banner. There's the upside to these particular banners. So if you miss out on these characters, you can pick them up later. Stuff like Morley, Karasu, the Mugiwara batch, and the Mugiwara 56, sorry, and the Croc batch, Lucci and Enel. They will pop up on every single banner, so you can pick them up. But let's take a quick look at what they do, and then I'll give my overall thoughts on the character of Wanda and Carrot. I'm saying right now, this is a huge skip. Like, such a huge skip. Rampaging Sulong Peckhams on a 13-turn cooldown with Recovery Bind and Enrage. Hopefully these guys have good supports. That's what they've been doing lately with these particular characters. Damn, I just read the first line of Pedro. That sounds crazy. Alright, Pedro, who cares about his captain, binds self for 50 turns, but reduces despair, paralysis, and attack down by 3 turns. 200 times his attack in non-type damage to all enemies, ignoring defensive effects and base defense, and changes all slots into matching and boosts the color affinity. It slashes the by 2 times for 3 turns if the crew has 1 or more bomb slots. Oh, why, Bandai? That hurts. Don't do that. Don't do this shit to us, to Pedro, man. 1 or more bomb slots. Come on, bro. Boost crews attack and orbs by 1.75. Like, that's so niche. When are you ever getting that? Like, obviously in this treasure map, but when are you ever getting that? Makes Dex, TND, and recovery orbs beneficial for himself. Makes bomb slots counters beneficial for the crew. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Bomb slots are beneficial. That's kind of cool. Support. Adds 13% of base attack to support a character and boosts damage dealt to Perospero. by 1.5 for the supported character. Man, if you do this special where he kills himself, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so sad. I can't go through that again. Not to my boy Pedro. Oh, okay, interesting. So this is the man Peckham's right now. Look how boss he looks. Absolute killing artwork there. This is like the coolest thing I've seen of the whole batch, to be honest. Completely removes blind from a chosen character. Obviously being Pedro, because Peckham's has got Pedro's back. Changes adjacent slots in a matching, reduces threshold and damage reduction by 5 turns, and sets the chain multiplier by 3 times for 1 turn. Besides this, removing bind completely from a character, like, that's pretty niche nowadays. There's characters that do it, you just never use them. So, I guess it's only good if you want to run the Pedro, and he seems pretty subpar anyway. Removes blindness by 5 turns, slashes and fighter strength, orbs beneficial. That's kind of cool. Like, that's pretty nice, Sailor. And the support. Like, the real reason we came is the support. Once per adventure, if the crew is inflicted by chain coefficient reduction, sets the chain multiplier by 2.5 for 1 turn. That is good. That is actually good. That's actually good. That's really good. Mainly because it goes on these, but like, Sanji just getting more supports. Just because of the characters it goes on to. Like, these 2 characters just got such good supports. Pedro's got great supports, and Carrot now. Like, Carrot, everyone loves running Carrot, right? The Parasparrow is the treasure map unit. We're going to talk about him today, because I'll talk about him in my treasure map video, and this video has already gone longer than I wanted to go. But overall thoughts on the basic bitches. They're basic. They're so basic. Big old skipperoonie for this particular banner. Unless you guys are missing Koala and Croc and you really want those characters like myself, I'm going to jump in for that reason. I think the banner structure is okay. I think like the 7th multi is a new character, so you're getting one of the 3 anyway. That's probably where I'll go to. That's probably where I'll dip. So be sure to check out that. But let me know what you guys think of the Carrot and the Wanda in the comment section below. Do you like the characters? Do you like this whole Sugo... 10 Sugos every month situation that Bandai's throwing at us? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to have a chat about it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. It means a lot to me. But while you're down there, don't forget to smash the like button for me. Helps me out a great deal. And if you are new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button as well. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!